morning from outside of our hotel. It's around 8:30. Oh no, it's 8:07. It's 8:07. And we are heading over toward Disney Village, then into the park. So we get early access. If you're staying at one of Disney's hotels, you can get in the parks, both parks, 1 hour early. So the park opens at 9:30 today, so we can get in at 8:30. And it's much warmer today. I don't even have my jacket on right now. I mean, I'll probably need it later, but for now, I feel pretty good. It's a little wet out. It's supposed to rain a little bit, but hopefully not too bad overall. Slept okay last night, not too bad. Beds and pillows were much comfier than our other hotel, and it wasn't nearly as hot in our room. I honestly am starting to think that like our other room, like something was broken.
No, I think it was just the building.
Cause like it was so hot in there. But yeah, so I think the first thing on our agenda this morning is probably gonna be Hyperspace Mountain. And then after that, we will just have to see. But we also have reserved seating for, there's like a Pixar Musical thing in Studios Park today. That's around noon. And then is today the parade as well? So we have reserved standing space for the parade at Disneyland around 4:30 p.m. So looking forward to those today as well. And we'll see what else we get up to. So we're going to both parks today. Did you like, or are tickets automatically park hopper here?
Yes.
So yeah, so tickets are automatically park hopper. So it's nice to be able to bounce between the two, and they're both very close by, which is nice.
And you get full day on check-in day
and full day
on
check-out
day, all included, which is also really nice.
Yeah, so if you like book a hotel room, you get tickets for every single day you're here, like automatically. Oh, the lights shut off. Apparently, they're like, it's light enough out. But yeah, so that's kind of what's on the agenda for today. But we will keep you guys posted once we get through security and everything. I'm curious to see how long the lines are going to be, like in terms of like for security and stuff earlier in the morning like this. It does seem like there's quite a bit of people heading over for the early entry. So curious if it'll be to the level of Disney World or not. At least we'll be through security once we get to Disney Village. So that clears up a lot of congestion, hopefully. So we will see. So far so good. This is line for security. So you put your bag in like a metal detector, like kind of like at the airport, like on a little conveyor belt, and then if you have your phone in your pocket, you put it in the bin and you walk through metal detector just like at Disney World. Or well, not just like the ones at Disney World, but you know what I mean. There's the Mickey clock tower. So it says if you're staying at a Disney hotel, you go this way for the early entry. Area out here is just so pretty. There's topiaries and a little like pond with a fountain, just so picturesque, and I'm so obsessed with it. One thing that we noticed the other day, or yesterday rather, that like, because we were like, why does things feel weird? So at Disney Village, they don't play Disney music. There's just like nothing. So it's like, that's part of the reason why things feel like eerie, I feel like, which is like so interesting because I feel like at Disney World everywhere they're playing music, but here it's like not the case. I mean, here, like outside the park you can hear it, but now that we're like in more close to the ticket booths, there's nothing really playing. You still hear from the background, but again, nothing playing.
Once we hit Main Street, we'll hear music.
Yeah, but not too bad. So I guess pick a line, and we always pick the wrong line, that's for sure. We are in. It's a little bit after 8:30. It's like, I am the first person to complain about Disney World. Y'all know this. Literally, I feel like so many things afterwards, I'm like, I'll never complain again. Oh, look, there's Mickey. There's Mickey and Minnie. What I was saying, like, if you think people take a long time to scan in at Disney World because like the fingerprints and like children, all this stuff, oh my god, it's worse here. It's worse here. And the thing is too, here you just scan your card and you're on your way. There's no fingerprints. There's like very basic, kind of like how it used to be at Disney World when you used to just place your card through the feeder. So it's just very, it's crazy. but an empty Main Street. Oh, you're one of the Main Street vehicles. But we're gonna head toward Hyperspace Mountain and give that a ride this morning. We'll give you guys a better look at Discoveryland now that it's daytime. So you can see it's kind of like a steampunk theme. It's like bronze and gold and teal and purple. So pretty cool. So this here is Buzz Lightyear. And then back further, Space Mountain or Hyperspace Mountain, which we're gonna go on. There's Autopia over here. And I think their Mickey's PhilharMagic is over here as well, which is kind of strange for us. Also noticed here, people either walk really slow or they're like up your butt. There is no in between.
Fast walkers.
Yeah, like we're fast walkers. Like we're tall people. We're yeah, back home, like we're the fast walkers, and people are either flying past. And the thing is, like in the city, it wasn't like that.
No.
But here, so I don't know if it's like other Europeans, but people are either flying past us or people are like just like walking right like a step behind you, and it makes you paranoid because like you just hear like don't get pickpocketed, don't get pickpocketed. Even at Disneyland, like I was recommended like be careful, like you might get pickpocketed. So it's like when people are walking up your butt, you're like paranoid.
From 20,000 leagues.
Very cool. I don't know if that's open, but if it is, we'll try to go on it later. And then Hyperspace Mountain. Okay, we just got off of Space Mountain. That was crazy, or Hyperspace Mountain. I keep saying Space Mountain. So this, you like launch up that, guys. That ride was crazy. So it's all Star Wars themed. And I don't know what I was expecting. I mean, I feel like I knew that it was like more intense, but that's not what I was expecting. My hair is like crazy now from riding that.
It was literally like rock and roller coaster.
Yeah, it was like rock and roller coaster and Expedition Everest mixed together. You do go upside down, you do like a corkscrew, and I couldn't even tell like what we were doing, but like
I think we went upside down twice.
Yeah, at least 2 or 3 times total.
And then you get launched up the hill instead of just going.
And then there's like try to keep your eyes open because there's like tons of like
screens, yeah,
like lasers and stuff, but it's not like screens. Like it didn't make me nauseous or anything because like Guardians can make me a little nauseous.
No, but there's like
there's screens everywhere.
Like X-wing.
Yeah, like
they're
fight
fighting
scenes
in space and stuff.
So that was so cool. Such a good ride. We walked right on, thankfully. But let me give you another view of it with the Nautilus here. Very neat. And then see you launch up that track. Such a good ride. We're gonna maybe ride Buzz now because I think there's still a short wait on that, and I heard it gets a long wait. So probably gonna do that next. And then that might, I don't know if that'll be the end of our hour. No, we'll still have a good bit of time, so we'll see. Grant somehow beat me. Never happens, but we're both level 3, so it doesn't really matter. But that was Buzz. It's pretty similar to the one at Disneyland. You can pick up the blasters here, so they're not like attached like at Disney World, so that's nice. But I think we're gonna try to go over to Pinocchio and fit in at least one more ride before our hour is up. And then hopefully we'll finally eat something because I am hungry, but I want to try to get in as much as we can. Plus, I don't even know, I feel like some of the stuff isn't open early, like food and things like that. So we will see. So we just did Pinocchio. It's Pinocchio. But at least we did it now because now the line is out the door. And we just definitely waited probably like 10-15 minutes, but this is one of those rides that gets long, just like at Disneyland, California. So I want to just check it off the list. So we're trying to find somewhere to eat now. I feel like not much is open. So we're probably gonna have to head back toward Main Street to get something at just like the bakery or something. Because like all the lunch spots and stuff don't open until like 11. And their app isn't as like advanced as ours, so it's hard to like see like, oh, like what serves breakfast, what serves lunch, things like that. So we're gonna head back to Main Street. And it's weird here because they have stuff indoors, but it doesn't open until noon. So that's kind of interesting. But we're in the back of the castle. We're definitely gonna go in the castle later, or under the castle I should say, because they have a dragon that lives under the castle here. So that's something that's pretty cool and unique to here. So we came in this bakery on Main Street and there's seating in here, which is nice. options were limited, so we just got a croissant, pain au chocolat, and then a water bottle. We have our refillable ones, but I can't find a refill station. So, and the one we found earlier broke. So we're gonna eat this. But the good thing is, like, these are like €2 each, so they're super cheap. So just pain au chocolat and croissant. Nothing crazy. But we're gonna get crepes, but they're only accepting cash, and we have a sauna going on, which I didn't tell you guys. Our safe, Francis. Our safe in our hotel room wouldn't open this morning, so we decided to not deal with it this morning. We're having a call from them tonight, so I don't know what they're gonna do, but our stuff's locked in there, including our passports in there.
Passports, the rest of our euros, my keys.
So like,
that's fun.
I'm wearing this jacket today because the jacket I was gonna wear today is in our luggage, locked, and the key is in the safe. So that's a problem for us later tonight, and I'm sure they're gonna be like, huh? It's like showing like an error code. So it's like almost like the power to it like disconnected or something. But that'll be interesting.
I'm just hoping that it works later, and then I can pull the stuff out and we just won't use the safe again.
Yeah. And just like walk stuff in our luggage. But super cute in here. All the tables in France are really tight. Especially if you're like long-legged like us and like tall. Grant's like over 6 foot. I'm 5'7", but I have long legs too. And every table, I'm like quite in my life. I'm gonna have that. So, cheers everybody. Here in the one arcade, still says Euro Disneyland on this sign, which is interesting. I'm not sure what year they changed it, but when the park opened in '92, it was called Euro Disneyland, but now of course it's Disneyland Paris. But it's interesting because it seems like a lot of French people still call it Euro Disney. So I think now we're going to go do some like the walkthrough attraction. So we're going to do the Nautilus, we're going to do Alice's Curious Labyrinth, and we're going to do the underneath of the castle with the dragon, because we want to be eating lunch at like 11, which is in about an hour or so, because then we have to go over to Studios Park and we have to be there ready for our show. You have to be there 20 minutes early, and it starts at 12:15. So a little bit before noon we have to be over there. So that's kind of the plan for right now. But we're gonna go down into the Nautilus. And again, I'm pretty sure it's just a walk-through attraction. Super cool though. Take my sunglasses off. It's actually sunny out right now. I haven't seen the sun in a week. It's kind of nice. This is very cool. My dad would love this. So excited to go in here and take some pictures and stuff for him. So cool. Very cool.
Extraordinaire. C'est une baleine à bosse.
And a big humpback at that. I venture it must be 30 tons or more. These sea turtles must find the Nautilus a curious creature.
Avec leur vision très perçante sous l'eau, ces tortues ont dû nous voir arriver de loin. Et elles se sont rapprochées pour nous observer. De plus, elles peuvent nager jusqu'à 35 km/h.
Travel 35.
Des dauphins magnifiques. Ils sont réputés comme certains.
This is so cool. So back there, there's like little movies every 30 seconds or a minute. Whoa, steam coming up. That you can sit and watch. I think that's just kind of it though. That's kind of it, but that's cool.
Yeah.
We don't have anything like that. I love these square trees here. So right here in the front of the castle to the left is where we go see the dragon. Whoa. Kind of see it. There are some stairs here that you can get a little bit of a better view. There's a lot of people down there. That's so cool. Super unique to here. And then don't forget to check inside the castle too. Like, you can come up these stairs that are right here. There's an elevator as well, because there are shops in the castle here. And then there's also, I think, a Christmas store as well. So don't forget to check these out while you're here. So you can do the little wands here, like in the US. They have little Mickey and Minnie toppers. Stitch and Angel. So cute. Gonna go to this other shop here. Again, I think it's mainly a Christmas store. But yeah, so they have all sorts of ornaments in here. I feel like, again, most of the ornaments are the same as in the US, but I'm sure they have to have a Disneyland Paris one somewhere. But for the most part, just all the Christmas merch we have in the US as well. These boat ornaments are super cute. I've never seen these in the US. And now we're gonna try to go up these stairs because you can walk up here as well. So I think this is like the telling of Sleeping Beauty. So much like traffic jams here, because like you just kind of shove your way through because people don't like let you go here, and also there's not really a lot of cast members out and about like there are in the US to be like give it a flow. So that's just been a learning curve. But yeah, so there's stained glass windows and art. Oh, the spinning wheels over there. So we'll take a look around. These are so pretty. I love that one in the middle. The fairies. I haven't seen this movie in so long, but those things are so creepy. Some tapestries over here. And of course the spinning wheel that she pricks her finger on that puts her into her deep sleep. I don't know if you guys can hear, but he is snoring. Nice little statue here. So it rained pretty good for a minute there, so we just kind of took a hot second break, pulled over to reanalyze what we were going to do. So we just kind of waited out the rain. We're heading toward Hyperion Theater? Hyperion Restaurant? I don't know, but it's quick service, so we're going to eat lunch there. But we have seen some characters out for meet and greet, and we didn't meet anybody, but we saw Max and Goofy over there, and then over here in this corner in Fantasyland, Tigger's over there. But it's a little bit before 11 now. That restaurant opens at 11, So yeah, we're gonna eat and then head over to the Studios Park for the first time. So that'll be exciting. Another thing, so I know we were saying earlier we were looking for a water bottle refill station, couldn't find one. So some of the restrooms here, the faucets will be labeled if it has drinking water, if you can drink the water. I think any of the water here you can technically drink, but it was labeled in these bathrooms, so Grant's filling those up now. But some other things that I wanted to like mention, and I hope like nobody's offended by me like just like saying some of the cultural things that like we're not used to that, you know, is different here. And because we did a lot of research for this trip, even though we didn't have much time to do so, but I feel like, you know, we tried to come prepared and watched a lot of videos and things of that sort, but there are still things that I'm like, I did not know this, that when we got here we're like, oh, okay. One of those things being in public restrooms. I mean, here in Disneyland it's labeled men's and women's, but if you're like in the city of Paris, not all public restrooms are divided by men's and women's. It's all just kind of one. So that's not all the time, but it's sometimes. And then also, I think I mentioned this before, this is like pretty common. Most Americans know this, I think, that public restrooms a lot of the time, like in the city, cost money. I mean, here at Disneyland, obviously, they don't. Restaurants, they don't. Anywhere you like pay to go into like a museum didn't cost anything, at least in our experience. But then also, even if the restrooms divided by men and women, there will sometimes be men attendants in the women's restrooms, because like here there was a male cast member actively cleaning the restroom. So just something that like I know might startle some Americans if you like see it, you're like, oh wait, what's going on? Because that's like not normal in America. So just wanted to let everybody know, like make note of it if you're coming here, just so you're like not startled or anything like that, because that's normal here. But yeah, so going over into Discoveryland, grab some lunch, and move on to Disney Studios. They have a BB-8 burger here. It's mainly just burgers and fries here, but it was one of the few places that open at 11. Most open at 11:30. So I'm just gonna grab something here real quick. I want this so bad. I'm probably not gonna get it right now, but this reminds me of those old popsicles they saw at Disney World, if you know what I'm talking about. And of course they still have Mickey ice cream bars here. No Diet Coke here or anywhere in France, just Coke Zero. Really cool theming in here. It's massive, and there's this big like what's that called? A blimp? We call it a blimp, yeah? Lots of seating in here. This is like their equivalent of like Cosmic Rays on steroids.
It's like tiered.
So they have like an amphitheater in here, and they're playing like a movie. So that's kind of interesting. I don't know if this is that kids Star Wars show. Yeah, this is that kids Star Wars show that's playing. But this is massive. But they do have mobile ordering queues here, or like screens. I would recommend that because we got in the regular line at first, and one thing I've noticed here is it's very slow whenever you like try to order something. Like, so I don't know if it's because like language barriers with people or what, but also I brought my Discover card with me because we're just using credit cards here, because obviously, you know, everything with debit cards you can't really, I mean, I think you could use a debit card here in France, but like probably shouldn't, and like some banks you can't. So we brought credit cards with us, and I brought my Discover card because I had Googled it, and it's like, oh yeah, you're good, like no fees in Europe. I was like, awesome. And then when we got to the city, basically literally nowhere took Discover card. And then I Googled it, and it was like, oh yeah, in France, like very few places take Discover, and I was like, awesome. Wish it would have noted that whenever it said it takes it in Europe, and you're all good in Europe. But I will say at Disneyland here, they do take it most places. We did just use these mobile order kiosks. It did not work there, but everywhere else I've used it. So like in person, I don't know if maybe I rang up at the register, maybe it would use it or not. Because also I've noticed with Discover, and only if you're paying with Discover, you have to sign for everything. Even if it's like €4, you have to sign for it. So yeah, just something to note if you're planning on coming here and are curious. Obviously check with your banks and everything like that, and submit your trips to your banks so they know and they're not declining stuff left and right. But just some food for thought, because this is something like we didn't know and didn't really know how it worked. And then as for euros, like obviously you can bring all euros if you want to pay with cash. Most places take both. Like very few places have we encountered that only take cash. But we only got 250 euros out, and so far we've been fine. And we've, you know, mainly used euros for tipping if we're doing small transactions, mostly in the city, things of that sort. But we got our food. That was much faster.
The fastest city.
Yeah. So I guess we'll go up here. But it's interesting too because here, if you order a drink, which I think I've said this, but if you order a drink somewhere, then they give you like an actual cup, like a reusable cup. I mean, you don't get to keep it obviously, but it's like a cup that you put in the dishwasher, so you don't take it with you. I got a chicken burger, which is a chicken sandwich. Grant got the BB-8 burger, which is cute because it's a little BB-8 wrapping. So we'll give these a try. I have to eat pretty fast because it's already 11:20 and it was open at 11:55. I'm just walk over there. So this does have tomato on it, which I'm going to take off because I don't like tomato because I'm a picky eater. But we'll give this a try. Again, just in-park food, nothing crazy, but you never know. Pretty good. It's honestly better than the McDonald's we tried here. And
Good.
It has Thousand Island on it. Good. Try the fries. I don't know which drink is mine. Okay, fries. They gave us so many ketchup packets here. Whole 5 packs, which is an upgrade. And they have Heinz ketchup. We're from Pittsburgh, so slay.
Literally no idea.
Also, it asked if we wanted the drink with no ice, and I didn't mark anything, but then there's still no ice in this. Coke Zero.
All of it tastes the same and it's all flat.
Yeah, it's so flat here. I told Grant, whenever we get home, I'm going to Chick-fil-A, getting something spicy and that day. Can't wait.
Okay, so here's the BB-8 burger.
Oh, he's so cute. You take a picture of that on the paper.
Yeah. And I did ask for extra ketchup. I don't know if James
Oh, you
said
asked
that.
extra?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I'm like, wow, they're like being generous. There's a spring mix on it.
And then this. Ooh. Look inside there. It's pretty good.
It's dripping.
Yeah. It's actually surprisingly good.
Yeah.
It does have a sauce on it as well. I don't know what sauce, but
And they don't put
it tastes a
salt.
little bit like a Big Mac or a Thousand Island.
Yeah, mine has Thousand Island. They don't put salt on stuff here, but they always give you salt packets. Like there's no salt on the fries, but they did give us salt packets, so that's helpful. But even though like salt packets, it never like distributes it right, so but go munch this down. Head over to Studios. Heading into Studios right now. So this big building you see, normally that you kind of walk through as like the entrance, but it's closed right now for renovation because they're completely redoing it. So I think we have to walk around it now, but they have the water tower here still like we used to have in Hollywood Studios. Super cool, but I think the theater we have to go to is in the front of the park, so hopefully it won't take us too long to get in. They have a little statue up here. Sorcerer Mickey. They love Sorcerer Mickey here. And look at one of the mops here. Love that. They do have a Cars area here. They have the Tower of Terror. They have Avengers Campus. They have kind of like Toy Story Land. So excited to explore this park a little bit. For now, we're gonna go to, I forget what it's called, like Pixar Friendship something or other.
Pixar Pals or
I don't know.
Pals.
But it's like a Pixar little musical show, so we're gonna go see that. And then we might stick around here for a while. We'll see what the wait times are. But tomorrow we are gonna do early entry for this park, since we did early entry for Disneyland yesterday, and try to hit some of the harder rides. So I think we might be first in line for this pre-book thing. We're not really sure. We're the only ones here. There's a huge queue though for what we're thinking is standby. So I think we paid 14 euros a person or something like that, 14, 15 euros, maybe less, for this, and it's guaranteed seating. It's not necessarily the best seating from what I've heard, or like you're not guaranteed like an amazing seat, but you're guaranteed a seat because I guess these can fill up quickly. So, but I'll let you know how our seats are.
I think it was well worth. Like,
yeah, if we get in first, then
we pre-booked. We booked guaranteed seating for this, the Lion King show, and the parade. And total
and the fireworks.
Oh, and the fireworks. But total for everything, I think was like 100 euros or something like that. So considering how long this line is, and we're still 25 minutes from when the show opens, I think it's well worth spending the money.
So we just got out of the Pixar Together show. It was so good. Highly recommend. Like that's like a must do. And honestly, I'd recommend getting the like fast pass guaranteed seating for it.
It was really creative.
Yeah, it was really good show. Beautiful costuming. We weren't allowed to film inside at all. So, but yeah, there was a live band. Which honestly, I feel like though at the beginning, like. It wasn't just the band playing. I think they had like background music, like because it wasn't like they had like an orchestra, so that was really neat. And then they went through a few different movies. They went through like, or they didn't go through. It's like there's like an overarching storyline, but it was like the main thing was Toy Story.
That was kind of the overarching like
main
it all
theme,
came back
like
to Toy Story, and then they did
Up, which was really cute, and that they used like there's like screens. And then they also use practical effects too, but the screens, I don't normally like it whenever Disney uses screens, but it was crystal clear, like the clearest screens I've ever seen in my life. And then they had some that were like forward more, and some that were back more, and things would shift. And then the Up House, at the one point they had like a drone carrying the Up House, so that was really cool. And then they had like actual like costume characters. Great dancing, choreography was really good, the costuming was good. They did Finding Nemo, they did Coco. The Coco stuff was really cool too. All the dancing was very like modern style dancing in a way, mixed with like jazz. But it just reminded me of something like you'd see in the US, like very contemporary modern style like competitive dance. What else was there?
Like
Monsters Inc.
Yeah, that one was funny.
Monsters Inc. was cute.
It was like a rock rendition of their main theme song.
Yeah.
But the whole thing was this like human girl
I think it was a boy.
or boy.
I think it was supposed to be like very androgynous.
I don't know, but the kid's name was Charlie, and so they had Toy Story toys.
Like it was the Toy Story toys was Charlie's toys, but
they were conducting like at school the next day, and so it was practicing. It
had like sheet music, and the sheet music got lost.
Right, and then transported you into like
different movies to find the different pieces of sheet music, and also like half of it was in French, half of it was in English, so it was super easy to follow along with. So it's like half the characters would speak French, half the characters would speak English. Like Woody would speak English, but like Jessie was speaking French, so it made sense though, and had like no issue following along with it.
No.
But I think those are
really good
movies.
I think so. I think because I was forgetting Monsters Inc.
Yeah, but such a good show, must do, highly recommend that. It was so stinking good. I just can't get over it.
Yeah,
because like
that was
nothing
so
like that
good.
in the US. Like obviously we have really good stage shows in the US, but like this was like really, really good. Just so different, and like
overall, I've just been so, like, everything that's unique to here, I've been really blown away by.
Yeah, and so funny because so many people were like, oh, like, Paris is, like, the bottom tier of, like, all the theme parks worldwide for Disney, but, like, I mean, besides, like, some, like, all the attractions and things like that that are unique to here, I've really enjoyed, and honestly, like, their Pirates is better than ours.
I think so,
like, overall, I've been impressed, so, we're gonna find a restroom. I have to call my credit card company because it looks like my credit card at home has been stolen. So that's awesome, and I don't have it with me, so I don't know any information about it, so that's awesome. And then maybe we'll try to ride some rides around here, but then we do have to be back over at the other park around 4 for the parade. So thankfully got that all sorted. Didn't take too long. It was just hard because I did not have the physical card with me. I know nothing about that card because I don't really use it at all. So, but thankfully we got it under control. But we're gonna go to, what's this like attraction called? It's kind of like their backlot tour, but like it's all Cars themed, and it's not really a backlot tour, but it used to be, I believe, the backlot tour here. So this will be interesting because again, another unique ride, and I'm not expecting much. Goofy and Pluto over here like meeting and greeting. Goofy's in like a director's outfit. Probably can't really see that.
That's the Disney Junior show.
Yeah, they have like Disney Junior show. They have Stitch Live, which is like Turtle Talk with Crush. This is where we were earlier for that Pixar show. And then over here they only have a bunch of shops and stuff at the big Sorcerer Hat. But unfortunately, again, that's all under construction right now. Crush's Coaster's over here, which we're probably gonna ride that tomorrow. First thing is our goal. That and then our Terror. I do love that with Peter Pan, Wendy, and Tink flying around the Sorcerer Hat. But you can kind of see over here, there's an excavator going. I don't know if you can really see it. But they are actively working on this. And I think this is the park that they're adding like a Lion King area to. They're changing the name of this park. They're doing a lot of different things to it. So a few years we'll have to come back and see it all. But for now, we have plenty to do. I feel like we like don't have enough time almost. And so many people are like, oh, you can do it in a day. And I'm like, no, I cannot. I promise you I cannot. So much to see and do. Oh, they do have the flying carpets with Aladdin here too. There's such a random assortment of things. Everything in this park is very tight together. We'll say that. But that's Crush's Coaster there. It does come outside here. And then over there, there's like a Cars ride. Oh, Woody's eating back there. Let's see, this is almost like a mini version of the... Jesus Christ. I can't see well. Oh my god, that scared me so bad. That literally traumatized me. I did not see him coming because of my sunglasses. That's humiliating. Everybody was staring at me. Oh, I got it. I was recording. Well then, now that I've had a heart attack.
Yeah, you just appeared. I didn't.
Yeah. Oh, they have like all these little...
This looks like it's all set up for Christmas.
Yeah. Just like the little Paris area with Ratatouille, which we do have this ride in the US. But they have all sorts of food and stuff over here. There's this tunnel that takes you also into like this Toy Story area. So, I don't know, everything's kind of roundabout and weird and not very well organized. But this big ride is like, almost like a pirate ship. I do want to ride that at some point. I think we go back here to do this little Cars themed ride. So we're gonna get on one of those trams and take you on like a little tour. Yeah, so it's called Cars Road Trip, I think. This park is very convoluted. Very like, it's crowded, but not because like, I mean, there are people here, but it's not like because that reason. It's because it's like everything's blocked off, so you can't move anywhere. So that is definitely interesting.
Thanks, Sally. I'm so excited to check out Route 66 with you. I'm ready to meet it, read it, and defeat it.
Oh, the crazy, beautiful thing.
It was amazing. Je suis irrésistible. En appareil. Wow, c'est à l'heure.
Ride over here in like a little Toy Story section. It goes up and down like Tower of Terror almost. A little slower than that obviously, and obviously shorter than that, but we were potentially going to ride something else over here in this section, but they're all kind of long waits, like 30-40 minutes. So we're going to go to Avengers, see if some of that's around 20 minutes, and then we might head back to Disneyland since it is sunny out, which is nice. Try and do some stuff over there before the parade. But the little Cars road trip thing was cute. It's short, it's like nothing crazy, but like, and I knew that, but it was funny. So I'm glad we rode it. I think we can go that way, Grant. Or maybe not. I don't know. It seems like everything's a dead end here. But gonna head towards Avengers and see what we can get up to over there. So we're over here in Avengers Campus. They have the PIM kitchen just like we do. They have, and I say we as in Disneyland, California. They have the Web Slingers ride. And then they have, I forget what the other ride's called here, but it's, from my understanding, I think it's like Rock and Roller Coaster, but it's obviously Avengers themed. So this is 45 minutes right now, Web Slingers, so we're probably not going to ride that, but we might see how long the roller coaster is. Sort of Doctor Strange show over here.
I will use the move to create a shield of seraphim when it's needed. Avec moi. With me. First position. Second. And third. Encore. Again. You can all practice with us, of course. Première position. Deuxième position. Et troisième position. Relâchez. Je vais prononcer une incantation.
We just rode Avengers Assemble Flight Force, which again is basically the same thing as Rock and Roller Coaster, so it was a fun ride. The theming was like nothing special.
No, a lot of it was just black, and then there was a couple screens.
Yeah, like screens kind of like
Captain
in
Marvel
Guardians.
flying around.
Yeah.
So it was kind of lame, but the ride was really fun.
Yeah, I don't know what it used to be before that because I know like it was something else theme-wise, so not sure what that was beforehand. But now I think we're gonna head over to Disneyland. Everything's a bottleneck here. It's literally crazy. But literally, whenever we were waiting in line, it was like a longer than a 10-minute wait. It said 10-minute wait. I feel like it was like, it wasn't too long. It was like 15 or 20. There's a family behind us who, like, this little girl, or not I say little, like 10, kept like running up in front of us and like just like looking, like whatever. And then once like they were trying to combine us, they were like trying to come in front of us, and like it was like crazy. And they kept like, they were standing so close to us, like they kept touching me, and it was just very annoying. And then we eventually grabbed Grant and pulled him like to be with me because I'm like, what is going on, you know? And then whenever they assigned us a seat in the vehicle, like we were the last group for that next ride, and so they gave us a seat, and then the cast member, like, they just, like, walked up to, like, the vehicle, and while all these people are waiting, he's like, what are you doing? And they just, like, looked at him, like, and I'm like, they don't know what they're doing. I'm like, oh my god. Like, situations like that, I'm like, my god, everybody. Like, everybody needs to just, you know. And I understand there's a language barrier here for a lot of people, because, like, he was speaking them in French, and they didn't know French. They weren't speaking English. So, like, clearly they couldn't communicate, but at the same time it was like, you know where to stop in a queue! So that was frustrating. But Goofy's right here. His little director outfit. So cute. It's just kind of like, if you can get a pick, you can get a pick. But that's pretty cool. We're just in the Walt Disney Studios store here. This boutique right outside, before the exit, rather. And I bought a sweatshirt, and then I bought a bracelet too. But the bracelet's so cute, it's only like €6. And it was like those little beaded ones, like the little friendship bracelets. And I can't believe it was only €6. And it says Disneyland Paris. It's kind of hard to see with the tag. But it has little Mickey beads, so I thought that was cute for €6. But whenever she was ringing us out, she's like, oh, you get a free gift, which she also gave us the bag, which we normally have to pay for these. So that was nice of her. So we could have fit in the backpack anyway, so we didn't need a bag, but it's nice to have one. But she was like, oh, you get a free gift, you get a Stitch baseball cap. But what'd you say, it was between 1 and 5 p.m. here if you spend over €60.
3 and 5 or something.
Or 3 and 5, like a happy hour deal. Because they do have some, like, you can pay for extra things here, kind of like Disney World does. Like, oh, if you spend €50, you can pay like $20 for something like for XYZ. But this was just like free. I mean, it's not really my style, but it's a little Stitch baseball cap, which I think is so funny. And it's normally €25. So
yeah, show the inside.
There you go. And that's a little the brim.
Yeah, it's so funny.
So that's so funny to me.
Hey.
There's this creepy kind of thing in the Liberty Arcade, and it's kind of celebrating whenever France gifted the Statue of Liberty to the US, but it is so dark and creepy in here. But when you see this, it's on your left. That's what it is. So we just spent some time taking some photos and stuff because there's a little bit of sun out, and so everything just looks nicer than it did earlier, and it's not raining. So we did that for a little bit, and now we're gonna head over to Alice's Curious Labyrinth. It's about 3:20 now. We can access our parade spot at 4, and it starts at 4:30. So we're gonna try to get over there right at 4. But I'm so excited to see this. It's like a hedge maze sort of thing, like a walkthrough experience. And I feel like it's gonna be picturesque. So it should be fun. Carousel here, all the horses have armor because it's the Sir Lancelot's. So it's kind of like night themed rather than prince themed. And this is the shop we were in last night, Sir Mickey's, that we were showing you guys some merch in, which we do have Sir Mickey's at Magic Kingdom and at Disneyland. But we're gonna head back here, way back here, to Alice's Curious Labyrinth. It's been so hard to explore everything because the day, like the sunlight here is so short, and plus the days are going so quickly. So it's definitely been a challenge because, like I said, the parade's at 4:30, and then after that it's kind of gonna be almost sunset. But hopefully tomorrow we can explore some more over here. And at least we rode the majority of the rides we want to ride. Obviously we'd love to do things a second time, but we think we're gonna ride some more stuff this evening after the parade, but before the fireworks. So we'll see about that. This way, up, down, that way, under, which way? There's a little door there. Cheshire Cat. Come out to the caterpillar, and then there's a Cheshire Cat topiary, or not topiary, but like, you know, floral design back there on the hill. Now we're walking in like a circle, just like in the scene with the water and the waves. Cards that keep yelling, and it's so startling. I think we're finally almost there. It's somewhat confusing. I mean, I don't think you can actually get lost, but there we go. There's the Queen of Hearts castle. Or I guess you can go up it. Whoa, the spiral staircase. Very small steps. Very tight. Little window. Really great view. So we got a raclette sandwich and then these potatoes to try to eat a little snack before the parade. And this is like where they like carve the cheese off the block and it's all melty. So excited to try this. just saw the parade. It's called Stars on Parade, I think. It was good. It wasn't like my favorite parade by any means.
I agree. I think the parades out in Disneyland in California are a lot better. Some of the floats were really neat.
Yeah.
But the song, I think, I just couldn't get over the song, which is really weird.
Yeah, the song wasn't like the best song. I feel like there's better parade songs, but I'm glad we saw it. And it was like almost pouring while we were waiting, so at least it stopped raining. We did pay extra for this priority seating or standing space. And I think like it depends on like what you're looking for, but it was nice because like we were able to be like right in front of the castle.
And there was a lot more breathing room. So
yeah, we weren't like shoulder to shoulder everything.
Guaranteed, but
yeah, I feel like here it's not as bad as Disney World, where it's like if you're even if you get like reserved seating for fireworks, like you're still packed in like sardines.
Yeah, it's much better.
Yeah, but
we were able to float around a little bit.
Yeah, but people are like crazy here when it comes to like kids were standing on benches. I saw an adult on another adult's shoulders, and like here, like you know how like cast members will be like, oh, everybody get together, or like don't do that, or like get down. Oh, they don't do that here. That's like not a thing. So I don't think they really care.
Well, there was a kid that was like 10 on a lamp pole by the castle.
Yeah, like attached to a lamp pole, like literally 10 feet up. Yeah, like 10, like she like climbed this lamp pole.
I was like, okay, this girl's gonna die.
So that was interesting. I was like, oh my god, and I was like, no wonder like people come to like. I feel like you see stuff like that in the American parks, but they're like get down, and like I'm like, are these people who like think that that's okay, like because it's okay here, and like
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm like, this is a lawsuit waiting to happen, but I don't know. That's just like crazy. But I will say, earlier today in the show we were in, there were kids getting up because there's bubbles. So there's kids getting up, and they like literally like push, like physically like would push the kids to sit back down. And these are like toddlers, so like that was a good one. But other than that, like cast members like do not say anything to people, and there's just not a lot of cast members around. Like it's not like you throw a rock like at Disney World or Land and there's a cast member. It's not like that at all here. There's like
very few
cast members.
And I don't know again if it's
and even like
off season or if it's just this is normal.
Yeah,
it's hard to say.
And because even like if you order food, like if you're at like when we were ordering our food like earlier at the bakery, like we got or like somebody in front of us got a drink, and like that cast member who's like drinking out is also like packaging the drink or is like pouring the drinks, like everything. So that's just like very unique, and so sometimes that makes things a little bit slower.
And every quick service, there's only been one register open.
Yeah. So again, I don't know. Part of it's probably because it's off season, but it's also like it's not that there's nobody here today. Like there's a lot of people. So, but yeah. But we're gonna go eat at General Hathi's, I think.
It's a lot colder now.
Yeah,
it was really
my hands
nice
are cold
all day, and now it's freezing.
Yeah.
But I'm glad the rain let up.
Yeah, so
it's been on and off today.
And then I think after we eat, we're probably gonna go through some of the shops, and then we're gonna try to go into the Disneyland Hotel and see what we're gonna do after that. This is where we're gonna have dinner. They have like Indian food as well as the Mickey-shaped pizzas. Oh, so nice and warm in here. So Grant ordered our food. I got us a table. It's nice and big in here, and there's booths, which is really exciting. But it's funny because this restaurant is sponsored by San Pellegrino, so there's like random bottles of San Pellegrino that look like old and like worn, like in the decor. So that's kind of funny. But at least I got this jacket the other day, and it kept me like warm and perfect through the rain. Like it didn't leak at all, which is awesome. But oh, there's like a fake toucan in here too, a la Rainforest Cafe. So very interesting. But I think we're gonna get a pizza and then a butter chicken and just like share it because we want to try different stuff. One thing that's interesting here is a lot of the quick services close at 5. So only certain ones are open until later. You really have to like look to see, make sure the place you want to go is open because a lot of them closed at 5 and didn't open until like noon or 11:30. So that's been kind of a thing that we've had to figure out along the way. We got our food, so this is butter chicken with rice and naan. And then see, everything's reusable here. So it's like forks and knives. And then even this, it's like so weird because it's not even like a plate, it's like this weird tray thing. I think it's so you can stack them maybe. But pepperoni pizza, that's Mickey shaped. We're at the bookshop in front of the park, or at the front of the park, and they have like a book about Phantom Manor, Space Mountain. It has like behind the scenes stuff from the ride, and Pirates. And they're only 22 euros each, and they're hardcover. Super cool. Love that.
Yeah.
They also have some of the classic stories. They have Snow White and Seven Dwarfs, The Lion King, Little Mermaid, and Beauty and the Beast, all in French. We just got into the Disneyland Hotel. They just renovated this, or they just reopened for renovation like last year. It's so beautiful. Do you see the chandelier up there, how it has the castle in it? It smells really good in here too. We're gonna go up the stairs here, take a look, and I think the gift shop is maybe up here. So or maybe it's not, I don't know. Let me take a look up here. There's all these like library looking things on all the walls. Very pretty. This hotel is so pretty, and I feel like we shouldn't be here. I feel like we're not supposed to be here, even though nobody stopped us from coming in, so I think it's okay. But we're gonna go to the gift shop, and we're gonna potentially go get a latte at this restaurant, or at the cafe. This is their collection of stuff for the resort. Oh look, so they have a character dining here, and it has the characters in like little royal garb, and they have plushies of them. So Mickey, the Minnie's so cute. Look at her, that's so cute. This is really pretty. All that's embroidered. Lots of princess stuff. I bought this earlier in the park. It's like navy and pink. Super soft. They sell a clock of like the clock on the front of the top of the hotel. It's $150. The box is massive. We could never get it home, but oh my gosh, I want that so bad. So pretty. There's Goofy going in for the character dinner. But this out here is Fleur de Lys. Oh, there's all of them. So cute. Pluto, Mickey and Minnie. Oh, so cute. But this is Fleur de Lys bar. We're gonna try to get a table here, but it looks pretty crowded, so I'm not sure if we'll have any luck. We just ordered our drinks and a little dessert to share. I got the cappuccino, I got the hot chocolate, and then we're just waiting for our dessert to come out. And then they also come with these little cookies, which is super cute. And then we got the royal invitation for dessert, which I didn't realize it would literally look like an invitation. That's super cute. So it's like chocolate cake wrapped in a crepe, and then it comes with sauce, but you can pick caramel, chocolate, or like a vanilla bourbon. We picked the caramel. So we just are leaving Fleur de Lys. We weren't there very long, but at least everything came out really quickly, which was nice, and we hung out there for a little bit. Greg got the hot chocolate. It was okay. I got a cappuccino. Had like 2 cappuccinos / lattes while we've been here, and obviously like the coffee's a lot stronger, which makes sense, but I feel like it always tastes like just water instead of milk, because I would assume they use whole milk here, so it would be like more flavorful in a way, versus like if you use skim milk, obviously it tastes watery. So I don't know, I just like can't really, I'm done with the lattes and cappuccinos because I cannot stomach it, like because they're just strong and just like not what they are in the US. So I think calling that a quits, even though we have one new episode, doesn't really matter. But I think what we're gonna do, it's around 7 right now, so I think we're just going to go to Disney Village, check out the shops there, because we haven't been to any of the stores there, even though there's only a few. And then we're gonna head back to the hotel for an earlier night because we have to try to get our safe fixed. So I think that's what we're gonna do for tonight. So I'm gonna close this out now. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for one more Disneyland vlog tomorrow, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.